Andrew makes another great point in chat. Going to town hall meetings is the best and easiest activism. Something you can do even if you're not elected, if you're just a voter or just a citizen. And here, it's actually a great story that Andrew reminds me of a time where the both of us lived in Nashua, New Hampshire at the time, and the city of Nashua was considering an ordinance to raise the age to possess tobacco to 21. This is before Trump had pushed the executive order to do it. But this wasn't publicized. Nobody knew it was happening. The city council was just kind of doing it behind people's backs. Andrew had gone to a city council meeting one night and just saw it on the agenda, immediately pushed it out to all the libertarians in the city, like, hey, what the hell is going on? We need to stop this. And then it was actually a Democrat. It was the guy who runs New Hampshire Young Democrats who was looking for help pushing against it covertly because he didn't want his name attached to it because he was a Democrat. But he ended up getting like Andrew and myself and a couple of the libertarians in Nashua in touch with a couple of the cigar shop owners who were organizing resistance to it. And we organized a mass night of testimony where a bunch of libertarians showed up to the city hall meeting to testify against the resolution. And I just remember it was hilarious when the mayor sees the packed room and he gives his opening remarks. He's like, and I'm sure there's a lot of people here to support the smoking ordinance. And we all just started giggling because then like the first 10 people to speak were all just tearing it to pieces about how awful it was. And we had been meeting with a couple of the aldermen weekly at one of the cigar bars to try and lobby them and convince them. And there was one swing vote who we thought like, we got him, he's going to vote against it. And we watched him change his mind like 5 times during the meeting before he finally voted against it. But then there was a Democrat alderman who none of us had bothered to lobby or none of us had bothered to talk to her because we thought she was sure in with the progressive agenda and would never hear a word we had to say. She stands up and says, I can't support this ordinance because it'll just create another law for police to racist enforce against minorities in the city. And we're like, we'll take it. Sure. Yeah. And it died. And it killed like libertarian testimony and libertarians showing up and getting involved in their city council prevented a bad law from going into effect.